I cannot believe what I am witnessing when it comes to Patrick Williams trade rumors and the alleged moves that the Bulls front office are trying to make, and it is completely idiotic. Hi, I'm Shaq Barnes here with another great episode of Bulls Digested, number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls. 6 episodes you guys haven't watched the channel, have not subscribed, treat it like the Bulls intro, and run right through that subscribe button. You know how I do. I don't like to waste you guys' time when I do my videos. Let's get into the news. Obviously, everything has been surrounding Patrick Williams with the guy they possibly want to move, which is understandable, which is fine. I get it. Even you don't even heard me say it on this channel. You know, Patrick Williams, the contract is a funny joke, ha ha ha. But the Bulls do not need to move out of desperation to move this guy. Hear me out, because we done seen one trade possibility or rumor, which we're gonna break down for a certain player, and I think that'll be a dumb thing to do because that player does not fit in. I'm talking about the player in Toronto, but also too with the Bulls and Patrick Williams, you just don't want to move desperately and just give him up just because you feel like he don't fit. He could go somewhere else and blossom like any other Chicago Bulls player. But my mindset is this, and I wrote this down. If you got to give up a first, take a huge contract that's not expiring, or if any other player that you trade is not Patrick Williams or Vooch, do not trade Patrick Williams. I'm sorry. This is what you got to understand too, and this is what the point of the Chicago Bulls need to understand. Patrick Williams has been bad so far, yes, but he is still young. You cannot get better as an organization if you keep trading away young talent and you're not tanking to get the good young talent on your team. If you keep being mediocre, you're going to get possibly mediocre talent, or it's going to be a luck of the draw like we did with Montes Buzelis. Patrick Williams, I get it. We was at the certain point of the draft, but that was COVID year, so you really couldn't really look into how good a really player was. It was after the first 3 picks, it was really just 50-50. It was luck of the draw. But from those three standards, if you got to give him a first, if you trade any other player besides Nikola Vucevic or him, or if you take in a big contract that's not expiring, do not trade Patrick Williams. As simple as that, because we are moving out of desperation now at this point. And I'm seeing all these rumors and Patrick Williams is this and that. I feel like we treating Patrick Williams just like how the Warriors treating Jonathan Kuminga. Like, you can't tell me this guy's a bust, he ain't living up to expectations, and then come to the trade table expecting to get a lot. And since we're not giving a lot, just keep the guy on the roster. I get it. We just got Noah Isagi. We just got Isaac Okoro. Montes Buzelis is clearly the number one guy. So if you're trying to tell me you ain't got enough time for him in the wing situation, he got to earn his keep. But that's it. I just don't want y'all to move out of desperation. If those three tasks not get hit, then I'm cool with getting rid of Patrick Williams. Go get a big man. Add somebody like that. But I keep going. So, Bulls to explore the trade option for $90 million forward, which is Patrick Williams. Chicago Bulls could look to explore trade options in the lead up of the trade deadline for the former top 5 pick. See, this is what I like to hear better. When it says we willing to go to the trade deadline, I'm cool with that. That's the biggest thing that I was worried about. Like, are you trying to just hurry and move in this offseason? If they keep it that mindset of move to the trade deadline, that means, hey, we gonna go how the season go. We gonna see how the season go. If we get an offer or get a good call for, we might take it. That's the only mindset I want this front office to do. Stop just getting rid of our young talent, bust or not, and you giving up assets for our future to make that happen. Patrick Williams' contract ain't that bad. He ain't got no max contract. It ain't that bad enough that we got to give up the first to get rid of him. No, we're not doing that. But I say Williams is a fine player who still has potential. He has yet to progress at all. For 4 years in a row, he's averaged around 9 points, 4 rebounds. The defensive tool, athleticism, length, and shooting ability are all there. He has just yet to really have the impact they wanted. According to Brett Siegel of Clutch Points, Williams may be someone the Bulls look to trade closer to the trade deadline. Not getting to the exact quote of what he said. Noise surrounding Patrick Williams will rise before this season's trade deadline. The Bulls are focused on Monte Buzelis, Noah Isingay, and now Isaac Okoro on the wing, which make Williams more expandable. However, he's entering year 2 of a 5-year, $90 million extension he signed last year. This will be a very tough contract to move by itself, Siegel wrote. And that's the main thing, like, when it comes to Patrick Williams, when I first started the video, where if we got to give up a first, we got to take a huge contract that's not expiring, or we trade any other player besides Nikola Vucevic, don't do the trade. It doesn't make no sense. At the end of the day, we just have to stick with Patrick Williams. Or if somebody giving us an asset in return, I'm cool with that. But if anything outside of that, do not trade this man. Do not move desperately. Don't do nothing idiotic. That's all I'm saying. Now, this is where it grind my gears right here, right? Bulls trade pitch sends $90 million forward to Raptors for RJ Barrett. First of all, you know how the trade rumors get to be. I know it get annoying this offseason, guys. I'm sorry. But when I seen this, I got utterly disgusted. I'm not going to even lie. I got utterly disgusted from the fact of, like, why would the Bulls trade for RJ Barrett? 1, with his money. 2, he does not fit the team currently. He's another ball-dominant guard who needs the ball in his hands to score. He's okay defensively. I'm going to be real with you. With the current setup of the roster, I'd rather have Patrick Williams than RJ Barrett because RJ Barrett does not fit. He needs the ball in his hand. He's a streaky shooter. It's just like the guard version of Julius Randle. I'm being real with you. No put because he actually played with him on the same team. And I know what some of y'all gonna say. RJ Barrett numbers. I'm not moved by him at all. I'm not moved by the numbers at all. And we can talk about those numbers too, where RJ Barrett in 32 minutes gave you 21 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. 2 turnovers a game, 2 fouls per game, shot 46% from the field, 35% from 3, 6'6". He's 25 years old. He's a young, talented player. But my problem with RJ Barrett is 1, the money, and 2, the play style and fit. I don't think he actually fit with this current Bulls roster with Josh Giddey and Kobe White and Monte Buzelis, who we want to see the ball in their hands. But if you got a guy like RJ Barrett, for him to be the RJ Barrett that you think he can be, he needs the ball in his hands. And I'm sorry, averaging 21 points on a bad Raptors team and knowing that you going to mess up the camaraderie of my current roster that I have, I shall pass on RJ Barrett. And if anybody thinking this RJ Barrett is a good trade, you are out of your mind. And we can even go deep dive into what they were suggesting to give up. And remember what I said earlier, the 3 things that I will not move Patrick Williams for. If I have to give up a first, so I'm exiting out this trade already. Taking a huge contract that's not expiring. RJ Barrett contract is going to be expiring soon. It's not like 5 years like Patrick Williams, but you still got to hold a year or 2 with him. And I don't see Nikola Vucevic nowhere around this trade. Even though Javon Carter, I'm cool with the Javon Carter, but because he's just a guy to enter the bench. But RJ Barrett for Patrick Williams, Javon Carter, and a first-round pick, I don't care how protected the pick is. This is a horrible trade. A -5 out of 100 type trade. This is terrible. I think if Arturis, if anybody, whoever was to green like this trade, needs to be fired immediately. This is a horrific trade. This will put the Bulls in a worse spot than they currently is in at the moment. And nothing against RJ Barrett. Now, is RJ Barrett individually a better player than Patrick Williams currently? Yes. But the fit of RJ Barrett, with him, only way he can succeed if the ball is in his hands and he's an okay defender, no, he does not fit this current Bulls roster. And then you look at his contract right now. You know, he signed that $107 million contract. He will be an unrestricted free agent in 2027, 2028. So that means coming into not this season, but the next season where he can almost pay $30 million, which you don't even want to pay Josh Giddey this. Then it's like, okay, if I trade Patrick Williams, Javon Carter, and a first-round pick, you don't think that maybe I want to re-sign this guy? And I'm like, do you want to really put the money on the table for RJ Barrett? I'm passing on this trade. I'm sorry. I just think this shows desperation by the Chicago Bulls, if they even had an idea of doing like this. They showed me they don't have no plan. They don't have no idea what they're doing for the next couple of years if they do a move like this. But let me know what you guys think. Am I overreacting saying that the Bulls should hold their horses when it comes to just getting Patrick Williams about it because he got a $90 million contract? I think if a good offer comes on the table, I'm talking about reasonable for both sides, then I say make it happen. Three things. If we got to give up a first, take a huge contract that's not expiring, and trade any other player besides Nikola Vucevic or somebody on the end of the bench like Javon Carter, do not do it. But let me know what you guys think. It's been Shaq Barnes, SB Talk Sports, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.